Do you have a favorite stadium? We're kind of talking about ballpark hot dogs.
Ballpark hot dogs.
You know, but not necessarily the hot dogs, just the whole thing.
The whole thing.
What stadium do you love most?
Wrigley was pretty special. Just like, I mean, the first time I went to Wrigley was in the minor leagues in 2014. And Rachel and I, we had an off day. We were in King County, and we drove into Chicago, and we went just to like the Chicago toury thing. And I was like, oh, let's ride bikes to the stadium from where we were parked. Because like where we parked, it was free versus like, I'm not going to pay stadium parking. And we were biking up the street, and I was like, man, where is this stadium? What in the world? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's just stores and houses. And then, I mean, it was a long bike ride. We stopped at the gas station. I was like, I'm so sorry, Rachel, but you can buy anything you want in this gas station. I was like, which we didn't buy anything. Like, it wasn't, like, we're in the minor league. It wasn't like, we're not buying anything, but you can get a Gatorade, you know? Like, you can get a $3 Gatorade for that. And you just, like, pull up, and it's like, bam, right in your face. Like, it's just boom, right there. So that was the first time I saw it. Then the first time I stepped foot on it was the couple games after my debut. We came in, it was dark, the lights were off, and like you just hear like the wind blowing the flags, and it was just like a surreal. You could see the ivy on the wall, and like it's weird because it's only 2 decks, which almost every other stadium is 3, but like it's huge still in its own right. It's like this weird thing, which I think they're building onto it now. But Wrigley is pretty special. Pittsburgh is a fun backdrop, beautiful place. I enjoy playing at St. Louis too. Like the red is really cool. I know Cubs fans are not gonna be maybe happy about that, but it's fun. It is what it is. The Dodgers and the Padres have the best playing surface. Like the grass is, you could eat off of it. Like it's that pristine. There hasn't been a real stadium that I haven't liked. I like them all for different reasons. Like they all have their own little thing, but those are probably my top.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you ever been to the Dodger Stadium?
No.
Okay.
Just the only baseball fields I've ever been to are Rocky Stadium.
Oh, Coors Field. I forgot. Coors Field. I mean, Coors Field is
great.
Like obviously that's where I debuted. So it was like.
Did you ever go there as a kid?
Oh yeah, all the time. But like playing debut there, like that was. Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt. But like the debut, I remember stepping out early, like coming out early and like there was nobody there. I was like an hour early before the game, like so I was like nobody was there yet, and so I was like kind of looking around, and then like you're so locked into the game that I didn't see when it switched. And so like it was like the 8th inning of my debut, and I like kind of took a step back to like kind of to bring it all in. Like it's stressful to play. Like it's stressful. Like on your debut, it's even more stressful. So I'm just like trying not to mess up the entire game, you know? And I was like, okay, it's the 8th inning. We lost, which sucked. But I like take a step back and I go, oh my, this thing is sold out. Like it was so packed and so like I didn't even realize how loud it was until I stepped back and was like, oh, it's loud. And it was just the weirdest thing. Like I was so locked in, so like I didn't even hear anything.
Yeah. Real quick, while we're talking about that, can we take a look at your first hit?
Yeah.
This is, I think, your debut.
Yep. First at bat.
The back tightness that had been bothering him, and he golfs one out into deep right center, and that ball.
I thought he was going to catch it
with
Bote into second
awesome
base.
double.
It's a double. Welcome to the show.
Schwarber goes, you get only one chance to hit the first pitch ever you ever see for a home run. First pitch was a ball. And then second pitch was that pitch. And I hit it, and I saw Charlie Blackmon like kind of jogging. And I was like, what? No way. He's going to catch this ball. Like I hit that ball really well.
Yeah.
And then I see him just playing off the wall. I was like, okay, good. Phew.
Yeah. What was the moment like when you hit second base? First hit, it's a double.
I was elated.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
Could you really tell how loud it was then?
No,
I'm sure you're.
I know. I don't really
You're just
remember
so
it.
in the game.
Yeah, I was just looking at the dugout. Yeah, I was just trying to look for the dugout, being like, "Hey guys, like I made it. I made it over here."
There's a weird, like when I was doing basketball, the gym could be nuts, and I could hear my teammates and my coach, and that was it.
Yep.
It's like a weird thing that things tune out and tune in, and
Wow,
it's bizarre.
It's weird.
Yeah,
because I would think it's like second base is where you hear.
It's in the middle.
Yeah, you hear everything.
Everything. Yeah.
how do you deal with the amount of pressure that it, like even just first at bat? There's a lot on it. You kind of even said I was just trying to maintain my composure on my debut. I think the game of baseball is a lot of just like
right now and just reliving it.
You know, the game of baseball is so much like the pressure is on. Whether you're pitching, whether the ball's coming to you, it's so much on one individual person of the team. So do you have ways that you're like, these are ways I deal with the pressure, or a moment like that? Or it could just be, I have to send it and just hope for the best. I don't know.
No, a lot of the stuff that I do, like mental skills, breathing techniques, like in the moment, just being like, okay, calm your breath, take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out, like just kind of slow it down, bring your heart rate down. I find a few things that like my logo on my bat or like the foul pole, just kind of like something I can go to that's there every time. Where it's like, okay, I see this. Okay, now I can be calmer. Like, hey, I can breathe or talk myself through it. Like, hey, like you got this, or self-talk of like you're good. Like, hey, look for this pitch, or hey, look for a pitch to hit. Like one you can drive. Just kind of like those mental skills. And then away from the field, I do a lot of different things called stress inoculation with like cold tub, hot tub. Like a breathing technique where it's like hyperventilating and holding your breath for as long as you can, and like trying to trick my body into being like, okay, I'm in a fight or flight mode right now, trying to hold my breath, and it's telling me to breathe, but like, no, calm your mind, and like you can hold it longer. And so it's like this, like, so that when I get into those situations, it's a little bit easier.
Wow.
Do you ever find yourself doing those outside of a game? Like you're a dad and kids are screaming. You're like,
for sure.
Like take deep breaths. Take deep breaths.
I'm
doing it right now.
That's fair.
Dude,
yeah, you'll be like, man, this guy breathes heavy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Well, keep trying to hide it with drinks of water.
That's so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. Did you ever play softball, Raya?
No. I did soccer, gymnastics, volleyball, basketball.
Okay.
Raya has a good story though about spring training last year, and her dad wanted to go to the games, and then they went to one, and like Matt was like, "I'll just take the girls to one game, but then I can go to all the other ones." And then they liked it so much that they were like, "No, we want to go again."
Going to all the
They
other
went to all of
games.
them.
We went to all of them.
Yeah.
What did you like about it?
It was just such a fun like experience. Like obviously, it's like we know David, so to see him out there was really good. One of the games, I think it was our first. Was it the first game out there where it rained out? They
Yeah,
like,
in
end the
Cincinnati.
game. That was fun because it was like everyone left and we're like, nah, we're staying.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah, of course.
And then we saw you after the game.
Yep.
We talked for a little while. It was fun. It was just it was a good spring break trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were only planning on going to one game. We went to the one and we're like, all right, let's go to all the others now. So
Sick.
we
That
did.
was sweet.